Hey Crazy Crafters, welcome to Technique of the Week.
I am so excited. It is Wednesday. It is kind of my first day back because we worked the long weekend, so I already feel out of sorts, but I do know it's Technique of the Week, one of my favorite days.
Yes, so during Technique of the Week videos, we show you a brand new technique showcasing Krazy Kreations products, including stickers, glitter paper, maybe we'll make a card kit, you never know.
You never know, and I have to say that I, again, love our technique today. What about you?
It's beautiful, and I'll give you a clue. It's sparkly.
Sparkly. Okay, I like that. So my name is Kara.
And my name is Jackie.
And we are, of course, the mother-daughter team at Krazy Kreations. And yes, it is true. We are crazy with a K.
The Crazy Ladies, and we have a crazy crew.
Yes, we do. So, hey, we're rhyming. Crew, do, it's kind of fun.
I wouldn't go that far. But anyway, we're excited to show you what we're going to make. So what we're going to do first, we'll show you these beautiful cards with all the sparkle. We'll show you how to make them. And then at the end, we like to offer a kit. So stick around because there's always a deal on the kit.
Always. So let's look.
Okay, here they are.
Ooh, I love them. Now, this looks kind of interesting because I see our hydrangea, which is one of my favorite new stickers. But look what's behind the hydrangea. It's sparkly.
And what is that?
It is called our diamond sticky sheet, right?
Diamond sticky sheets.
And so these are just wonderful. I just love them. But the whole technique is putting our sticker on acetate and letting that diamond background just shine through. It almost looks 3D. And I don't know if you could see, but during these little lighter areas, you could actually see the sparkles underneath.
So the technique today is all about, again, using a card frame to create dimension, acetate, and a sparkle behind it.
And here's the other one. This is with our silver glitter paper. Isn't that adorable? This is kind of patriotic.
That is a
patriotic
patriotic card.
I love it. So look how pretty. And so we have our silver glitter paper right behind that acetate. Really pretty.
And these are 5x7 cards. Now, while we have both on the screen, let us know which one is immediately your favorite, and then we'll show you how to do it.
So what I'm noticing is we're also taking advantage of our chip frame. So this is these two pieces are found in our 5x7 chip frame kit. So we have the white, which we altered, and then we have the black, which is pretty too.
Right. So the same card layout, the same technique, but two different looks.
Yes, I just love it. So today we're going to do a demonstration and we're going to choose this one.
Okay, I love that one.
I love them both. I just think they're both wonderful. If it were me, I'd need them both.
Okay.
That's how I rock and roll.
All right.
Okay, so are you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, let's put this guy aside and we'll use this as our sample.
Now we are just using this to prop it up because it's acetate. We didn't want that glare to be showing, so that's why we have that in the background.
Oh, okay, nice to know.
That's for you to know as a viewer, and Kara didn't know that either.
I didn't. All right, so this is our sticky sheets that we sell. You may not be familiar. They come in, what, 8 different colors?
Yeah, so we have silver, gold, red, pink, light blue, dark blue, green, purple, and I think
red.
I said red. I think that's it.
Okay, so just so you know, they're kind of the same colors as our border stickers, correct?
Right, and you'll notice that it has this holographic sheen to it. So as Kara is kind of playing with it, the light is hitting those sparkles and creating a shifting rainbow. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is pretty, and this is what's behind that hydrangea. But we also have this little purple one here, which is behind the best wishes. So I just was going to demonstrate with this because this is kind of interesting. If you have a scan and cut machine, this is really cool because this back part is a protective layer. So it actually peels off and it's sticky underneath. And so if you peel this off, you just kind of put the corner down. We'll see if I could do this today, right? and then it separates, and you can see what's behind it is this beautiful silver here. And so now it's sticky. So if you had a scan and cut and you did that kiss cut, you could make all kinds of little cuts out of here. Or if you have a die cut or any of those things, this is perfect.
So
right?
you could make your own stickers.
Yes, you could with your die cuts or your machine. Now, one of the things though that I'm going to give as a tip is, even though it's sticky, on here we have this dot paper, so it kind of shows dots. But because of the way we're going to use it as a background, it's better to put it on a white piece of paper. So I just have white cardstock. And even if it's not exactly straight, this is bigger than what I need. But now it's back to being really nice and firm. So in our demonstration today, you could choose to leave this protective layer on. Okay? Just so you know.
But it is a little stiffer with the
yes, you need that
cardstock behind it.
I prefer the cardstock. And then you can see this is going to go under that part of the frame.
Beautiful.
Okay? All right, so that is diamond sticky paper. For those of you who didn't get that, that's what this is. They all have this protective layer on the back so you can peel it off, okay? Now, the other thing we're using is acetate. What about acetate?
Okay, so if you're not familiar with acetate, it's basically a clear plasticky film. This one's a nice thickness. It's a little bit thicker than some of the other ones out there, but it creates a window on your card.
Yes, and we're actually offering 2 different ones for sale on our website, right?
Yes.
So this one here is the 0.10, and it's very thick. And the thing that I love about this one, and it's what's being used in the kit, is if you want to heat fuse it, you can put heat on here and it won't warp. Now we have another one that's 0.005 that's also for sale. It's thinner in nature and you wouldn't want to heat it, but it's perfect for shaker. Either one could be used for a shaker. But I really like the way that this one takes our alcohol ink markers, so I'm going to use that. Now, one of the things about this one is it does have a protective layer on it on one side. So you're going to want to pick that off and you just kind of peel it off. So you find a corner with like your tweezers or something, and now you can see it is perfectly see-through.
And that's just to protect it from scratches.
Yes. So I'm going to put this white paper down here so we could kind of see a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, one of the things that is really fun is we're putting our sticker here, this is the hydrangea, directly on the acetate, and we're going to color it on the acetate. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and peel this one. Now, this is a newer sticker, right?
It is. So this is the hydrangea just alone. I believe we have another hydrangea as well in a little flower pot, but this is the one on the stem.
Yeah. I'm at the stem right here. There we go. All right. Okay, so you can see, look how beautiful this is. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is. Now the one thing about placing the sticker, the vinyl outline sticker on acetate, is you have to commit to the stick because it will not be forgiving if you try to peel it back up.
Yes, so I have a little bit of a trick here. This size that I cut is 4 by 4, this little sparkly thing. And this is going, the diamonds,
Diamond sticky sheet.
Sticky sheet. And it is exactly what's going to be on the inside of the frame. So this kind of helps me figure out where I want it. Do you know what I mean?
So did you put the diamond sticky sheet behind the acetate?
Yes, you just saw me do that.
I have to narrate it.
Oh, well, you could have said that. Okay, good thing Jackie's here or I'd be in trouble. Okay, so this is going to help me. So I'm going to kind of line this up so the corners touch. And then I think I want it to be kind of like this. What do you think?
I think that looks good. And then you just kind of lay it down, let the sticker relax.
Yes, I need to use my tweezers a bit just to kind of get there. There we go.
You want to move that over a little bit? I can zoom in.
Okay. And you can kind of see that there it is. And if I want to, I could put my other 3 flowers here, but I'm not going to do that right now. All right. Now, of course, I want to remove this. So now I have it. You can see it a lot better, right? And we're just going to make sure it's pressed down. Now, guess what the trick is?
What?
You don't color on top.
Oh, you don't?
You don't. You turn it over and you color on the back.
Very clever.
How do you like that? Now we're getting all this glare here, which you don't like.
No, that's from our lighting.
How's that? Is that better?
A little bit.
Okay.
So are we going to need dark or light colors when we color?
All right. So I'm using the dark BV08, and I'm also going to use some lighter color RV17, and I also used the B47 because I really wanted my hydrangea to be very bright. Now you could use some of the lighter colors and you would get more of that reflection through it, right?
Yes, and we just want to notate that these are alcohol-based markers. You need to use alcohol markers on the acetate or it will just wipe right off.
Okay, and again, I just want to let you know that I have turned this over. I'm going to be coloring on the back. And let me tell you, this is easy peasy coloring. Maybe if I go like this, it's better. What do you think? Is that better? Mm-hmm. Okay, so all you're going to do is pick where you want the darkest color. Look how that is, Jackie.
So you're kind of just scribbling on there.
I am just scribbling.
You're not doing dots.
Nope.
You're not doing feathering. You're just scribbling.
Scribbling. And I'm just kind of laying where I want this really dark color. Now, the one thing is you want to be mindful not to go outside, but if you do, you could take like an alcohol wipe or something and it'll come right on.
Hand sanitizer on a Q-tip?
Yes, one of those. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting that much purple, and then I'm going to come in and add some of this blue like I talked about and just kind of blend it around. It's really fun because there's no thinking involved. What do you think about that?
I love this different coloring technique too because it's something different, but we can still use your Right Art markers to create this beautiful look.
Yes, and it's really, I love this hydrangea. I like the other one too for patriotic, but this one to me is kind of shabby chic. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. So we do have a question.
Okay.
Does it matter which side of the acetate you color on? I notice you're coloring on the back, but is it the side that had the protective layer or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. And they're both okay, but the reason I am doing it on the back, because I didn't really explain why I'm doing that, is because I don't want any of it to chip off from the front. So this way the color will be on the back and you don't have to worry about it chipping off.
Okay. Because I know we did the sunflower shaker technique kit and we colored on the front.
Yes, that's true. We did?
We did, I think.
I don't remember, but this is why I'm doing it on the back. This is why I chose to do it on the back. And plus, when you color on acetate, do you want to talk about how that looks?
So a lot of times when you color on acetate, it can look kind of streaky. So there's different techniques. You can try dotting, but if you really want to kind of do this very abstract coloring look, you just do these scribbles, and that's probably why you're using the back of the sheet. That way you don't see those streaks, those lines.
Yeah, it's going to streak no matter what you do. Even here's the dotting method, dot, dot, dot. You know, you just kind of dot around, right?
Right.
This one I'm going to put more pink than the other one. I might go and add a little bit more. But you can see how fast it is too. And it dries really fast.
It does dry fast. That's the great thing about these alcohol markers.
Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous, everybody? I just absolutely love it. Maybe I'll put a little bit more purple in there and just kind of let it kind of be a little bit more in there. But I just love how easy it is. Now, what about our leaves? What should we do?
We should probably use that YG29. And I don't know, did you use YG00?
We can. Let's try it.
So we'll show you what a light color looks like versus a dark color, and you'll see you're going to be drawn towards the dark colors because this is transparent.
Now this is what this looks like on the other side. I noticed I have a little bit of areas. It almost looks like watercolor. It's like a little splotchy, and I kind of like that, don't you? And then if you look through, when you put this behind there, isn't that gorgeous?
Very pretty. So the background also will hide some of the streakiness from the markers.
Yes. Now this one didn't come out streaky. I really took my time and I kind of just made it the way I wanted. For the demonstration, I'm going a little fast. So this is YG29. And I did turn it upside down. I think I'm just going to have the one color.
Okay. Because you can already see this is very light on this clear acetate.
Yeah. I mean, if I added anything, I would add G13.
You could try it.
All right. And I just want to add some of that. All right. Let's put a little G13 in here. You can see it has a little bit different green in it. I think that's going to be beautiful, don't you?
I do.
Okay. All right, so here we are. We have this. We could keep working it. You know, if you want to add color, just keep turning it around. Maybe I'll add a little bit more deeper purple in here.
Yes, you can layer your colors. So if you want it darker, keep adding more dark colors. And eventually it'll look very dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a matter of what you want. I just like how in the light that sparkle comes through. But, you know, you could do the circle way, the squiggly way, the dot way. There, what do you think? Better?
That looks good.
Okay. Now, one thing I didn't do yet was, remember, my little piece is smaller, so I'm going to want to cut this acetate down, all right? I just kind of kept it big because it was easier for me to work with, but we definitely can trim it.
To 4x4?
4x4. Of course, I don't like this paper trimmer. Let's get our other one. And I want to do that because I want to show you how it goes onto the frame, because there is a little trick with that as well. Okay? All right, so here's this, and I'm simply going to trim this down. 4x4, we said, right?
Now the nice thing about this technique, yes, 4x4, is that once you color, you don't have to cut the image out like we do traditionally on the glitter paper, because we're going to be using the whole square. So you don't have to fussy cut your image from the acetate.
Correct. Okay. So now we could see, here it is, smaller. All right? Okay, so we got that. We got our acetate, which we're going to need, but what are we missing?
Our frame.
Our frame. So that is here in our 5x7 kind of multi-pack. And inside the 5x7, we are going to see that there is, this is the white pack. There is this cut right here, which we used there. And there is the smaller one for the sentiment. Okay, so both of these are in the pack. And what is the main thing we're going to do now, Jackie?
The first thing we want to do is kind of wipe these off with a cloth or a paper towel, because these are made out of a thin chipboard, and chipboard plus a laser equals soot.
Yes, so you can see there's the soot, and I just want to get some of it off. It's really not that big of a deal, but I like to just have it a little bit clean. I really like using my microfiber cloth that I have dedicated for this.
And this is just a dry towel that we're using, but you could also use a Swiffer cloth, a dry one. And it's just removing that layer of just dirt, soot from the laser.
Yes.
This is typical of what happens when you cut chipboard with a laser machine.
Okay, so now I noticed that this here is a very light purple, so we can alter this. You could keep it this distressed white look, but you could also use your BVOO, which is a very light purple alcohol ink marker, or you could use other things to alter it, right?
Yes, so you could alter these with glitter, you can alter them with gilding flakes, paint, markers, so you can change the color of these frames very, very easily. Today we're using that alcohol marker technique, and I noticed Kara's using the side of her brush tip to just cover and coat that entire frame, and this is a very light purple we're using.
It is, and again, it's that shabby chic kind of look, wouldn't you say?
I agree. And so this is just altering the color, and you'll notice that it's kind of a artsy look. It's not completely even, but it's that shabby chic look that we're going for.
Right. And you could add a little bit of brown, distress it, you know, whatever you want.
You could also use an ink pad.
Yes. So there's how I'm going to do that. Okay. So now that we have our frame, the acetate is going to go directly on the back. So if we turn this over, and we're going to notice that this is going to go just like that. So we need to put some acetate on there.
Adhesive.
Yes, adhesive with the acetate. That's what I meant to say. So I'm just going to use my Tombow marker, and I'm going to go ahead.
Okay, Tombow Mono Adhesive Roller.
Jackie is very square when it comes to the way things are, and Kara likes to make up her own name. So you guys figure out which way you like better. Okay?
I'm just trying to make sure they could follow along here.
Okay, so now this is all sticky, right?
Right.
And so I'm going to now adhere this so that the front is facing toward the front of this. So this is the back, right?
Yes. So we're just going to put that down on the frame.
Yes. And there it is. See, look how pretty that is. Okay?
Now, you might think the next step is to put the diamond sticky sheet, but...
Yes. And if we do that, it's going to be awfully close to there and you won't get the same effect. So what are we going to do, Jackie?
We're going to put some adhesive foam strips to create dimension. So I'm going to turn the card, and so you can see that dimension right here. And that's going to create kind of a shadow box look for this beautiful image.
So when you take these strips off, they are, I think, an 1/8 inch strip. And you can use the guide of this to kind of help you figure it out. So that's what I like about it. So there's one. It takes 4 of these, by the way.
Okay. And we're not making it a shaker or anything, so it doesn't matter if there's a couple gaps with these foam strips.
Right. But I did find out that it kind of really is gapless. And I really, really like this look. So this will give it a little bit of dimension so it's not right on top of each other. So this was the tip that I was talking about. Don't you just love that you could see the strip through, you know, like you know it's not going to go on the acetate, right?
Right. And if you wanted to, you could alter these foam strips with a black marker if you like that look, or you can keep them white. You can even color them with that light purple.
Yep.
Just on the side, so if you peek through, it would be that color.
I just don't think it's a big deal, but you could do that. I think that's a lot of work. Do you do that?
I don't do that.
Okay.
But I know a lot of crafters like that look.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so now these have a protective, what do you call it, layer on it?
Yep, just a little paper to protect the adhesive. We're peeling it off to expose the adhesive.
And what's good is you're not going to need another adhesive to put this on. So the first thing that's going to go on is the
Diamond sticky.
And I'm not going to take off the back because we wanted it to be really firm. So you just need to make sure that it's kind of a tight fit, but it fits. There it goes. Whoops, I didn't quite get that. You know why?
Why?
I think I did it the wrong way. There we go. You know, live's always interesting, isn't it?
Take 2.
Yep, there we go. I think I cut mine a little short, but there it is. Look.
Gorgeous.
I love it. And then this part of the sticky is going to go on that white cardstock on the card.
So you can see it turned out beautiful, and it was just such an easy technique. I think you would have no problem trying this at home. And I just want to remind you, there's 2 versions of this card and this technique. So this is called the Hydrangea Sparkle Technique, and then we have the Butterfly Sparkle Technique. They are the same layout, same technique, except there's one major difference. This one has the diamond sticky sheet behind it. This one has the silver microfine glitter paper.
And I think you should try both. I just think they're gorgeous. So when it came to that purple part, I just wanted to let you all know that this would go over there, and you are going to probably have to trim this down just a tad. But as you can see, you could alter that, and then this just goes right over that, and there it is. All right, so that's how easy that is.
So since they're on screen again, if you didn't cast your vote already, let us know, is your favorite the hydrangea or the butterfly? And if you love both, we have some great news.
We do, but can I talk about the butterfly for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, so before that great news, I just want to point out that this is the black version of the frame. We did not alter this. It comes in black. So you have to do absolutely nothing but just, work with it other than clean it because it has the soot. But I like the black because it really pops, don't you? And then the other thing is, I felt this was kind of dead space. So I literally made these little strips from the excess around the sticker sheet. So I just cut really skinny layers here, and I made my own vinyl line. Isn't that cool?
Very cool. So you made your own border stickers.
I did, and those were the main things I wanted to say. The sentiments are found on the sticker, and I just love these. Okay.
Now the great news.
Now the great news.
Okay, the great news is that if you love both of these cards, we have them as a kit. So they are two separate kits. This one here on the left is called the Hydrangea Sparkle Technique Kit, and the one on the right is the Butterfly Sparkle Technique Kit. And I just want to repeat, this one comes with the diamond sticky sheets, this one comes with the silver glitter paper.
Yes, and so each kit will make two, so that gives you two shots to really perfect this technique. I love them both, and personally I would buy both of them because we have discounted them a tad for Technique of the Week, right?
Yes, so the value of these is over $15, but the Technique of the Week special is $12.99.
That's right. So again, you get to make two. So two 5x7 cards. You're going to get all the card stock. You're going to get the chip frames, 2 sets. You're going to get the glitter paper that you need to make two, or the diamond sticky. And of course, you're going to get the sticker, acetate, and we're even including the foam strips.
Yes. Now, one more thing I'd like to note is that these are limited quantity. So if you love this technique, make sure you order right away.
Yes, so I think that was so much fun, didn't you?
I do, and I love seeing all of your favorites in the comments below. It's so fun interacting with you on Live Friday. I mean, not Live Friday.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, it's Technique of the Week.
Telling you, it was a long weekend. If you were with us during the Krazy Crafter Box Summer Edition, we had so much fun on Sunday, and we're just kind of, still recovering from that. It was a long craft day, but it was totally fun.
I will tell you, we do have something big for Live Friday, so you're not going to want to miss that. If you want to check that out, it'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll be on our Facebook page.
That's right. And in the meantime, don't forget about this wonderful technique. Get your order in if this is something you totally want to try. It is very easy but stunning. And it's another way to use our products here at Krazy Kreations. So
yes, and we all love sparkle, right?
we do love sparkle and bling. So my name is Kara.
And my name is Jackie.
And we are kind of signing out for Technique of the Week this Wednesday, June 30th.
Don't forget, if you love this technique, give us a thumbs up on our video. We'll see you really soon. Bye.